What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Come at you guys, well, with another market watch today. The meta is almost solidified at this point, and now we got a couple of months until we get a new ban list. As well as, February until the new set comes out. But until all that happens, the market is still moving on a lot of cards. A lot of cards are still undervalued, and for the most part, a lot of cards are still being ignored. And the market watch throughout this week, I'll probably talk about a lot of cards that are realistically being ignored, but really shouldn't be. In fact, in this market watch, I'll go over a couple of them. Number one, Toon Kingdom out of OTS Swamp Pack 14. This ultimate rare collector's card with a near $40 market price is roughly around $40. Listen, this card should not be $40. I think we can all easily agree on the fact that this card should be worth a lot more than what it currently is in the market. Guys, new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. Comment question of the day. So yesterday I asked you guys about any cards that maybe you're looking at right now, maybe that you're holding right now that holds good value within the market, or you're looking for any kind of investment as far as these cards in the market. Well, how about this question for you, Paisanos? Besides looking in the market and looking at all these cards, what else are you doing outside? I think it's always good and always smart to invest in the future starting now, starting immediately, today. You don't have to be at any age, but it's always good to start as soon as possible because it's good savings. Now, I personally invest in Bitcoin as well as like other cryptocurrencies, as well as stocks in general. And I think this is a really good time to invest in stocks, to be honest with you, because they're so low. But let me know, what are you looking to? Are you looking to doing those kind of things, or are you just 100% purely investing in the Yu-Gi-Oh card market? I don't really think there's any wrong answers. I always think it's a good idea to diversify your portfolio, but nevertheless, people could choose what they want to put their money in, because at the end of the day, it's, well, your money. But looking at Toon Kingdom, I really do think this is a card that, well, switching gears, I should say, this is a card that realistically should not be this low. This card is going to be going high in value in the future in the market, and Yu-Gi-Oh players in the future are going to want this card because, let's be honest with you, nostalgia sells. And Toon Kingdom being used by Maximilian Pegasus, well, that is as nostalgia as you can get it. So, yeah, this card being as low as what it currently is, I do think this card has the potential to rise up higher in the market. Keep an eye out for it. Forbidden Droplet obviously is one of the best cards in the game right now. It made its transition from, well, being not played at all into the side deck, and then quickly made its transition into the main deck for a lot of players. Forbidden Droplet only printing in Secret Rare Adorizer Duels with a $95 market price looks to be going down, but it's really not realistic. I mean, you have a listing over here roughly around 90. After that, it's 94, and then it's back up to $95. The price point, by the way, quickly goes up to almost there $100 for Forbidden Droplet. It's only gonna take one big event for this card to see meta play in, before I think this card does see a lot of well, the market price of this card rising high in the future. I think that will more likely happen in the Yu-Gi-Oh event happening January 16th. The Yu-Gi-Oh qualifier, or invitation, or whatever it's called. That's where I think will happen, as we will get multiple top decks from multiple seeds of tournaments done at different locals, and then that's where I think we would figure it out as far as what is going to be the best deck and what's not going to be the best deck. Because right now, are you guys anybody? The best deck would probably be Drytons, but I don't think it's going to be the best deck moving forward. Even though it's like I'm personally looking to play right now, I think there's another deck that will catch Drytons off guard, and not only Drytons, but decks like Virtual World, which is arguably yet another one of the best decks in the game. And we'll talk about that later on this market watch. Once again, like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit the subscribe button, share this video, share the video, and comment down below for algorithm. Ice Dragon Prison isn't really seeing much play, but it's seeing a lot of movement in the market. The Ultra Rare Adorizer Duels with a $41 market price is roughly almost there $42 for Ice Dragon Prison. 42 for an Ultra Rare. That's good. It's good if you own them. If you don't own them, there's a ton of alternatives like Toronto Tribute, Composer Evacuation Device, Book of Moon, I guess. But like, yeah, why is this card not, like, what? Time for a reprint out of a card that came out of, what, 2 core sets ago, 1 core set ago? It's kind of weird. Core Sheep's another card that's going to start seeing a lot more play. Once again, it's obviously seeing play in Drytons, but I do think it's going to see play in a deck, I think, which is also going to be one of the best decks in the game. Looking at Cross Sheep as Battle's Legends Armageddon with a current market price of Ultra Rare, it's roughly around $2 to almost $3 with shipping. If you want the regular rare Cross Sheep, which is awesome, by the way, I think it's just as good, even though I like high rarity, it's almost at $3 in the market for the regular rare version of Cross Sheep. Then we have Lava Golem. So the best way to stop Drytons is Lava Golem. I don't understand, like, I mean, depending on the build, I guess, like if they play the Vanities, this card's not good. But most builds are playing the Megaliths, and any Megalith variant of Drytons play right into Lava Golem. They end with like IP Masquerena, Herald Perfection, some other goofy cards, or if they go full crazy, they end with like an Appaloosa and Herald Perfection, and then you just Lava Golem them and proceed to win. It's crazy because you can play that Geonator card, so you can swim through Lava Golem back on your side, and then proceed to kill them. It's, I don't know, some cool stuff. Anyway, it's a card in which I think a lot of you players aren't really looking into right now, and Lava Golem in general is not being looked into, as Dual Terminal 3 versus Lava Golem, what was a $13 market price, is actually down to roughly around $8. And that's for the Dual Terminal 3 version. You went to Secret Rare out of front of Guardian. With $11 market price, the value of this card, well, for Unlimited, you get as low as $8, but a first edition version is going to run you roughly around $16. For Secret Rare version of Lava Golem. It's something to consider. I know everyone's big into kaijus, and at this point, I think almost every Yu-Gi-Oh player has their kaijus, but I don't think every Yu-Gi-Oh player has like the best version of Lava Golem. Once again, it's Piranha Garden Secret Rare First Edition or DT. There's both great cards, and something I don't think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players know about for the most part. Herald Perfection quickly got turned to the side for Herald of Ultimateness, and the Ultimate Rare Herald Perfection at Shining Darkness has not went down back in value. I mean, obviously. I mean, the Ultimate Rare at a Shining Darkness, for, you know, of course not. The card has a market price of roughly around $33, and the value, well, Unlimited is around $43. But if you want a first edition version, you're looking to pay roughly around $70 for first edition versions of Herald Perfection. Now, once again, this card's not seeing any play. Most players are playing a Herald of Ultimateness. But yeah, no, I mean, this card still, I think the new setup price is probably around $6 for Ultimate Rare Herald Perfection. Then we have Abyss Dweller. No one knows yet about how good this card is. Maybe some players do know. But yeah, this card's insane. Abyss Dweller Ultimate Rare at an OTS 1 Pack 13 with a $47 market price. The value is roughly around $46, and it quickly goes back to $50, by the way. Like, quickly does. But this card shouldn't even be at $50. Herald Perfection is amazing against every deck going first. Think about it. Against Dinos, Abyss Dweller. Done. Against Drytons, Abyss Dweller. There goes your Ben 10. Against, well, Virtual World. That's a lot of good cards. I mean, yeah, they can activate that spell and help search, and nevertheless, Abyss Dweller is good against a lot of decks in the game right now. But nobody's really playing it at the moment, but I do think it's going to see a lot more play. If it sees a lot more play, people are going to buy the Ultimate Rare because it's so cheap right now, obviously. And the value will increase. So keep an eye on this card because it's about to go up in value. Then we have Magister. So I think Magister hasn't seen much play since its debut in Justice Impact. And the reason why is because everyone's been focusing on Drytons. Or Drytrons for that one guy who's like freaking out. V, you gotta say it correctly because if you say it incorrectly, I don't know, my dad beats me. Alright? Beat away, Pops. Listen, I think Magister is a phenomenal deck core, and I think obviously it has a lot of potential to play with a lot of other decks. The deck that I think has most potential to play in is Shadows. I think it's really good Shadows. I think Magister Shadows is good. You know, we still don't have, like, we still have Invoked that can be played in Shadows because Magical Meltdown still exists in this game that you can still play, which is an insanely broken card. There's just a lot of good cards right now for Shadows, which, by the way, I said in the beginning of the video, one of the best decks in the game, it's Shadows, obviously. Shadows abuse one of the most broken cards in the game that's not being respected in the market. Super Polymerization. The Ultimate Rare at an OTS 1 Pack 14 with a $59 market price is, well, $60. To be honest with you, this card should not be $60. This card should be minimal $100. And that's me being very respectful. Super Polymerization is broken. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I do think there's a lot of other cards in this game that are broken. Tons of cards, like Union Carrier. It's insanely broken. But Super Polymerization is absolutely not cool. The fact that this card says no one can activate anything in response to this. This happens. It's really mean and really fun to play when you're looking to go into like a Shadow Construct or Shadow Window on your opponent. Like, they're doing whatever. If you're playing like VFD, they're trying to activate VFD and you just super poly them. It's in response to activation. It's just really good. Nevertheless, I do think Shadows with Masters is also another take that a lot of players started to play with. That you see other deck profiles online. So yeah, these cards are relatively low in the market, and I don't think they're going to be low for long. I think Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to be going after cards like Artemis, maybe Rilona, I don't know her name, but I really care about Artemis. I think Artemis is insanely broken. But ultimately, I think Super Polymerization is the reason why we're going to see a lot more play with Shadows in the future, as that deck responds to everything. You play Light and Dark in your deck? Alright, I have a card that loves to talk to you real quickly. I think Super Polymerization is a really broken card and a really unfair card in what it is currently an unfair meta. And I do think as time goes on, the Ultimate Rare at OTS 1 Pack 14 is going to be rising. So keep an eye on this one. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Listen, I think it was really cool when everyone's wishing Alex happy birthday yesterday. I really did appreciate that. I know Alex did, and his girl Kimberly did. Marry that chick, Alex. What are you doing? But if you guys are out there and you guys, you know, maybe if we never ever meet face to face ever, any of you guys, Paisanos, just realize there's more of us everywhere. You go to locals, there's probably another fellow Paisano at that locals. You go to brand new locals, don't worry about it. We're already there, waiting for you. Anyway, it's your boy V, and I'll see you around, Paisanos.